Austin-based biopharmaceutical company Cassava Sciences has spent 10 years combining state-of-the-art technology with new insights in neurobiology to develop solutions for Alzheimer's disease. Here to tell us more about what they're learning is CEO Remi Barbier. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
So tell us, first let's start at the very beginning. For people who maybe aren't familiar with why Alzheimer's happens, what happens in the brain to cause it?
So Alzheimer's is a terrible disease where essentially the brain is hijacked by misfolded proteins. And when that happens over the span of decades, your memory is lost. But more importantly, it robs the person of dignity. Mm-hmm. And the constraint is really not just on the patient, but also on the family, because the patient can no longer take care of himself or herself.
Yeah, absolutely. And you guys have been working for years and years.
10, almost 12 long years. But there is light at the end of the tunnel.
Tell us a little bit about this light that you guys have discovered.
Let there be light. What we've discovered is in fact that in Alzheimer's there's a particular protein. The details are very complex, but there's a protein that misfolds. And in biology, shape is function. So if you can redress, make this folded protein back normal again, many of the symptoms of Alzheimer's disease are reduced. What we developed is both the insight about this misfolding protein, but more importantly, we discovered a drug that binds to the protein, reverses this misfolded protein, and when that happens, what we've seen in clinical testing in people is that all the symptoms of Alzheimer's come way down. It's very exciting for us. Extremely
exciting, especially for anyone who has a family member suffering, with this disease. So where are we in terms of you're doing clinical testing? I know if anyone has someone at home who has Alzheimer's and they're hearing this, they're like, okay, how can we make this happen? How can I get my hands on this? Where are we in that step?
So we're still in clinical testing. Unfortunately, for better or for worse, clinical testing is very long, it's slow, it's methodical. It has to be, because before all else, our rule as drug developers is do no harm. Right. So we have to make sure that there's no harm being done to the patients and to others. So far, things are looking very good on the safety front. So now we've moved into the efficacy front, where we're providing our pill to patients on a very controlled basis. We actually have 9 clinical sites around the country, although most are based here in the southeast, southwest. And we are dosing our patients for 1 month and tracking their progress.
And when do you see, how many years could it be or months could it be before this new drug is widely available?
I wish I could tell you, but it does take years. To say, 2 to 5 years is not exaggerating.
Okay,
it's a long process.
But there is good news because, again, like you said, a light at the end of the tunnel.
There is definitely light at the end of the tunnel. I think if an outsider looking into the Alzheimer's field would see nothing but perhaps clinical failures, and we've all heard about these drugs not working. All true. However, what we have as a small biotech company in Austin is a completely new approach that has never been tried by some of the larger pharmaceutical companies. That's the innovation. This is why NIH has been funding us for so long and with so many grants.
For folks, if they want to learn more about this and what you guys are doing, where can they go to learn more?
You can learn more at cassavasciences.com.